I'm still trying to figure out how I feel. I ain't got no national championship. I don't play it long enough to sit there and be focused in the game.
Good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome
I ain't got none.
Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country,
I don't know what it is.
Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he's...
You stay on your feet now if you bagging up that much. I hate when they tell me that. So put that down.
The 18. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocking is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks.
I was wondering was you straight, but then I seen you click on.
Running back gets the give. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going
She ain't sleep though, I don't think. She wasn't when I came back though.
To Bear Bryant in Alabama.
No.
Doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running the red zone, it's Miller. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
What?
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Texas A&M going up tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just just got rid of the football.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. High-flying pass catcher and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Miller. What a cut, now he's loose. And he'll take it to the house, he got loose. Touchdown Tide.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone, find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air. It's Reed. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Texas A&M going quickly.
The tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Made a defender miss. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To throw, it's Simpson. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Texas A&M going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Reed. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Simpson. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught near the sideline to pick up a few before going out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Can't find a man, and late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Using his feet. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Reed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers. So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it behind the line. It's Moss.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Now adjusting. Good. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of...
Turning on the Jets. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Adams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Breaks into the open. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
How about that? The second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun, the inside give. Open space at the 25. Found the seam on the left. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Moves around to clear up the vision. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Concepcion. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really...
Turning it on! The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown time! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on the return.
All right.
Bigger